Knock knock, Jake.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't make a joke about surprise?
You know we're recording, right?
Yeah, and that's why I'm very excited to talk about the changes to surprise in the 2024 Player's Handbook. So stay tuned.
Well, hello there and welcome back to another J&J Tabletop video. We're talking about surprise, and the change is really simple. Now a surprised creature has disadvantage on their initiative check. Josh, tell me, this is your therapy session. How does that make you feel?
I don't love it, Jake. I'm disappointed in it. I feel unhappy with the change. A good surprise is the result of, maybe not the result, it's the reward for a good plan and a well executed plan. And I understand, I watched the video where I think it was Todd Kenrick and Jeremy Crawford talking about how strong it is for one side to get an entire turn or entire round before the other side gets to go. And they're right, it is significant, but it should be significant. It's the reward for players' decisions and player agency, and I think taking it away it's weird, and it's also clunky. Like if you set up an ambush, now it's just roll initiative, and they still might go before you and see you, and your surprise is meaningless.
All right, we're going to attack these people? Yeah, all right, cool. Let's do it. Roll initiative. Well, these two people on their team go before you, so I guess they're just going to shoot you, even though they have no idea you're there. I know that's not how necessarily it would work when you combine hiding and all the other kinds of features involved. But I think you make a good point. I think it robs something from the game, because something that I really enjoy is being that underdog and being like an inferior force taking over or defeating a superior force. And that's a fantasy that people have been playing out forever when it comes to these games. So I can't help but feel like it removes agency a bit, and that's never really a good thing, Josh. I don't know why we're going there.
I feel like it's worth mentioning too that if surprise was a problem in your games, your players probably shouldn't be having a surprise. I know surprise round isn't exactly how it works, but like we'll call it that. They shouldn't be getting a surprise round like every time, but that sounds more like maybe like a DM problem or a problem specific to your table. It should be those moments, the moments when they're able to plan.
And your players don't have to win every combat they're in. I don't know who needs to hear that, but
yeah,
it's okay if they get humbled by even just lowly goblins in elevated terrain, pelting them with arrows and javelins.
Teach your players that it's okay for them to have to retreat. That being said, I feel like we should talk about maybe some homebrew ideas or options or some things that we do in our games. One thing that I've done for a while, and you actually brought this up to me, that Baldur's Gate 3 copied me.
I can toot your own horn. He did it first. I'll just say
it. If it's an opportunity where it's not necessarily a full-on surprise, it will be, maybe Jake goes first. He's shooting this arrow. That's his action. He used his action. He's able to do his attack, and then we'll go into regular initiative after that. And when it gets to his turn, he still has his movement, he still has his bonus action, still has everything he'd have on his turn, but he already used his action to attack, which I guess is also how Baldur's Gate 3 does it. So, woohoo, we're doing something right. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's maybe a little bit more DM intensive, but it at least still lets your players' choices matter, because they could start it off, with whatever their attack is, and then just go into initiative. But you had another option.
Yeah, I actually really thought 4th edition had a pretty nice surprise rule set, and there was a surprise round, and everybody involved in it that was not surprised, so the ambushing team, if you will, they got to use a standard action, and in 5e terms, that's just they get their action. And that's the only thing they had for that round. So if you want to move, you want to cast a spell, push a button, fire your bow, whatever it is, I think that would be a way to not be so powerful. But I really do just get the sense that the whole design behind this is to just make combat easier for players. And if anything, people normally complain that 5e is too easy on the players to begin with. So I don't know. I'd like to know what you think about surprise in the comment section, because I think it's just a very blah kind of an option, and I want to see if people agree with me. Is it too much? Does it remove agency? Let us know. We've also got some more videos on screen now talking about the rules update, as well as a plethora of other videos that you can enjoy on our channel. So feel free to check those out, and we'll see you next time.